Hello everyone, one more time! And today I'm going to show you how I'm going to create the RANDALL 667 impulse response. I'm going to use these three tracks. The first track has the sweep, the audio that goes whoop from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. And you can get this sweep with the Boxengo deconvolver using the test tone gen. You will also need this program in the last process of the impulse creation, but that's later. And you need to buy this program because the demo version has all the functions we need. So going back to the point, we have to click on test tone gen, and I always select 24 bits, 44 100 Hz, mono, and I always make it 15 seconds long. In other track I have all the plugins I'm going to use for guitar, the TSE 808 with the tone almost maxed, and the TSE X30 with all the settings by default, without touching anything. And well, I don't have the RANDALL 667, but I have been able to capture the audio of a guitar player using this amp and getting a great tone. And there's a part where he plays this. So it's going to be really easy to play this same part. So I'm going to record this in this track. I wish every impulse was that easy to make. So, well, this is the guitar as I recorded it. And the original RANDALL sound is this. So now I'm going to capture the frequency spectrum of the RANDALL 667 sound using IZOTOPE OZONE 4. I enable the paragraphic equalizer, then I go to options and I select 10 seconds, so the frequency spectrum lasts longer. And then I select the mode matching. And then I go to snapshots. In the A I'm going to select the original audio, the RANDALL 667, so I select target and play it. I have to wait until the spectrum is stable and then press A. So remember, you have to wait so the capture is more accurate. And now I'm going to capture the spectrum of my guitar with the distortion plugins. I'm going to use the B and select it in source. So now I have the target and the source, and I always set the smoothing at 0, so the curve EQ is more accurate, and the matching amount to 100. So this is the RANDALL, and this is my guitar. And as you see, I have nailed it. So now we have to go to the sweep. I press the solo in the sweep track, and we have to make a loop to export the audio. The loop must be a little bit longer than the sweep, or we will have some strange delay in the impulse response. And now I have to adjust the level of the sweep track so the master track never goes over 0 dB, it never clips. That's a very important step. The maximum peak has been at about -5 dB, that's okay. I used to adjust the level so the maximum peak is at about -3 or -6 dB. So now I'm going to File, Export, Audio Mix Down. We have to select the name we want, in this case RANDALL 667, but you can choose the name you want. And you have to export it in WAV, very important. And I always use the settings 44 100 Hz, 24 dB and mono. In the first slot we have to select the original sweep, and in the second slot we have to select the one we have just exported, in this case the one named RANDALL 667. So remember, the upper one, the original, the lower one, the one we have made. And here I always select the MP transform and the normalize to -0.3 dB. Now we click on process and it will create a file, a very small file, that will be named as the sweep we have exported with the DC at the end of the name. And this file with the DC is the impulse response. So now we can rename it, removing the DC. It's not necessary to remove this DC. So if you want to know how it sounds and download the impulse response, up here you have a video of me playing a song using this impulse response. It's from my channel Metal Guitar Tones. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this impulse response, and as usual, see ya one more time!